Congratulations, Kiki. Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, for my birthday podcast. You said you
For your birth as a podcaster.
Okay, podcaster, yes, I like it.
Yes, yes.
So let's start with the question I had on the table here, which is how would you describe life in one sentence?
Exactly. When I was walking and I read your invitation, and when you look out, you have this sea, which is plenty of water.
Yes.
And when I take an inhale, I work with breathwork.
Okay. Yes.
And I have plenty of capacity to inhale. And then if you want to think about thoughts, we have plenty of space to give our thoughts freedom, but we need to understand and be conscious because the thoughts can support us.
Yes.
And our thoughts can make us miserable.
Okay, so they can do plenty of both.
We have plenty of opportunity, and we also have plenty of support.
Okay.
If I don't have the right thoughts for one reason or another, for example, the person will come to me and I have plenty of knowledge, plenty of experience, plenty of ways to understand the person and give the person whatever is best for them at that moment to make a little transformation and feel a little bit more plenty themselves.
Okay.
So you understand why I chose the word plenty?
Yes, I see it. Okay, you use the plenty word to basically go deeper into anything that is required to acquire more an understanding of to something. You can go deeper and deeper, internal or external, when you see the world, and also when we look within thoughts inside.
Yes.
Okay.
And going about the plenty, I gave you my card, and then you can see like Grit Academy, and it's because the G stands for grow.
Okay.
Can you imagine all the opportunities we have to grow ourselves?
Yes.
Immense.
Yet we don't really, most of us, we are not really on top of them. At least most of the people that I've met in my life.
I see.
But there's plenty of
opportunities and space in the inside, because of course our brain, if you take a brain and it has a measurement and it has a weight, but if you take a mind, no space or measurement. It's immense. It's plenty of space in there.
Yes, that's true.
To do so many things.
That's true.
And also the acronym about grit, so the R is to support our because my sister and I do this academy.
Okay, together.
To support, the client to rediscover or discover their own resources.
Okay.
We have so many. We have so many resources. But what happens to them, maybe at some point I was in a situation that I needed to be agile or quick or fast, and I was that, and then the situation passed, and for some reason I continued to be fast, but I don't need to do that. I have other resources.
Yes.
I can be also centered, I can be calm, I can be joyous, I can be deeper, I can be so many things that I am.
So resources, you mean in the sense of your states, kind of like, I can use this resource, I can use this, but it can go in multiple ways. Yeah?
Multiple ways. Also your values can be your resources.
Okay.
So plenty of options inside. Okay. And the I, it stands for the inspire.
Okay.
So many people want to inspire others, but we always advise, I wouldn't say advise, I would say recommend. I always recommend to inspire myself first. Where this came from also, that in the pandemic, for example, many people worked online.
Yes.
And I would see some people work in their pajamas because they were comfortable. It's nice. And many people would look at me online and they say, "Are you going to a party?" I said, "Yes, I'm going to my office, I'm going to work, I'm going to share with somebody online." So I would be same thing as going somewhere, bathe my hair, I would dress, I don't make up too much, but
The other stuff that you buy.
yes. So it's not a critical here because many people used to be so much in their suits every day. They needed to be in their pajamas.
Yes, that was maybe the inspiration for them, if they were conscious about it.
Yes, so they could inspire other people to just go relax.
Okay, yes.
So that's why inspiration doesn't have a code.
Yeah.
You inspire yourself so you can reach your people.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what is your style of dressing or what's my style of dressing, is what you feel yourself and then you let other people see on you.
I like it, because you are you inspire others and you will inspire the people that you truly connect with.
Yeah.
Okay,
and like I've done in this fair, I already done half of it. And we already have communication with people. We have inspired each other to meet and to create.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
And the T, it stands for transformation.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people say, but I like how I am. I don't want to change. You don't need to change.
Yeah.
But if there anything that is not on you, that is not working well, and you want to transform it, you can, because you already have grown. You know your resources.
Yes.
And then you have inspired yourself. So the transformation is gonna happen.
Yes.
What happened in here now with us?
Yes.
I read your page, I shared with you a word, you made an invitation, and we
went
simply
through the whole process of that.
And we simply took the opportunity. And opportunity is something that life is giving us every time we wake up. I cannot say in the morning. Some people wake up in the afternoon.
Yes. You are an afternoon person?
No, I'm a very morning person.
Okay, and when you wake up, are you the person who wants coffee, or are you like, oh hey, I'm awake?
Yes.
Awake, yeah?
I'm awake.
Okay.
Because actually, if I open my eyes and I don't feel that I'm awake, I give permission to myself to take a little nap extra.
Okay.
Until everything is awake in me. And when I stand out, is everything. It's like the shower and the coffee and the hug and the kiss and the hi and the good morning and the everything.
Okay.
So I'm very alive person. But doesn't mean that I cannot be in a quiet mode. I can be in a quiet mode, just looking at the going and coming of the plant, or looking at the sea and just noticing the waves. I call the waves the breathing of the sea.
Okay, I like it.
Because I'm a breath worker, so I can breathe with the waves. And sometimes they're very quick, so I find myself breathing very quick. So
I adapt with it. Okay.
So yes.
So would you say the way you describe like your life, you know, and how you wake up and stuff, was there a transformational moment for you, and what was that?
There was a transformation moment because I wasn't like that when I was a teenager.
Okay.
Well, every teenager has its own world, and this world does not have to change. The only thing might transform is like some people think that teenagers are certain beings that you cannot treat because they are like this or like that. But I tell you, there are marvelous potence in the teenagers because they're flourishing, and maybe in that flourishing they are not finding plenty of space to grow tall, and for their ideas, plenty of space to put their wings out. So if they feel themselves like, so they go and they become a little bit difficult because they're fighting for their space.
Okay, so it's more like the suppression that maybe the society puts at home, or this or that, or whatever they feel.
So we don't want to have not ages and certain thoughts, because every person is different. Maybe we have something in common, and other people and teenagers have many things in common, but that doesn't mean that they are against the world. Yes. So it is. I love teenagers. I love my teenaging time. I was impossible. I was a little bit kind of too much. my mother suffered a little bit with me, but then she was so happy when I grew up. We became very good friends, and then we worked together. And then I accompanied my mom long years until she said bye-bye to this world in 2016. And it was in a very beautiful way. We all had to give permission for that to happen. Sometimes it's hard to let go of your beloved ones.
Yes.
So part of what I do, apart from the psychotherapy and the mentoring, and depend on the cases, the coaching, I am trained to bring children to the world. I'm a birth facilitator, and that's why I'm so happy to you today to give birth to your podcaster.
Yes, I love the
attitude.
name. I love the podcaster thing. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way you said it and the energy, you know. But I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
And if you wanted to do it and you have started now, we can start anytime. Oh,
Yes.
I got married now, first time at 60.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank
Okay.
you.
How is it working out?
Beautiful.
You wanna strangle him or no?
No,
It's okay.
no, it's a beautiful state of comprehensive, and we behave beautiful, we respect each other, we love each other. We are just experiment life together, which is beautiful.
Okay.
And it's been very interesting. And the joke is my culture. I am a combination of cultures.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanna hear this.
My father was from Iraq.
Yes.
My mother was from Lebanon. So I was born in one place, grew up in Lebanon a little bit, not too much, but then we traveled to Venezuela. So Venezuela, I can feel it's my country that saw me growing. They didn't see me birthing, but saw me
Yes.
growing. And I learned a lot there. Another place where I learned a lot was in United States, that I lived 8 years.
8 years. Ooh, that's a good. Which city? Which area?
I did California 1 year,
Okay.
where I learned my English. And then I moved to Chicago, 7 years. And that is a very interesting city, because Chicago, it's very windy and very cold. And people that are from the tropics, we say, what am I doing here? And every year I would believe that next winter I will not be there.
Yes. But you're there.
But I was there 7 winters in a row.
Why? You liked it, or was there something there, or it was?
It is a very deep and very beautiful, and it has opportunity for many tastes.
Okay.
So Chicago is really open for your creativity,
Okay.
to deepen into your work, because I started my breathworking training there in Chicago, and I also did studies in psychology in Chicago, and I started like serious work. Because before that, I was in my teenaging, in my early 20s, traveling, doing different kind of jobs.
Yes.
But Chicago, it's like saw me growing, saw me coming out to life.
Yeah. Would you say the environment that it was like colder stuff there, that it pushed you to like focus more on yourself, or no?
Not exactly,
Okay.
because summertime, it made me, I don't know other people, but it made me forget the cold.
Okay.
Because in summertime, even though it's short, every weekend we have a festival of something. So while I would go to the Latin music festival, jazz festival, opera festival, whatever, all kind of festivals, whoops,
Yes.
summer is gone.
Yes. Yes. But
So
very joyful.
Very joyful, and I had also relatives there, and I met very beautiful people that they became family. It's like that. Wherever I go, I feel like I belong. I feel now I live in the island firmly since 2018, but I visit the island since 2003.
Okay. Yes.
So, and I love it. I love every bit of it, and I enjoy it in its totality, in its plenty.
Yes.
So you
plenty.
see,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
its plentyhood.
Yeah. You can see mountains, well, hills, no mountains,
Yes.
hills more.
Yeah.
The sea, the weather, the people, good
yes.
cultures, different
Yes.
kind of feel. It's quite
Good combination of cultures.
Yes, also a lot of growth, I would say, in Cyprus in terms of different way of thinking. As more people come, more cultures, you know, a bit
Yes.
more as well on the breathwork stuff, and people going more to psychotherapy. So the stigma also gets a bit removed into this stuff, you know, gets a bit more normalized, which makes sense. to me,
Yes,
at least.
because long time ago we would talk about psychotherapy, and it wasn't like I'm talking like 203, 207. Yeah, it wasn't. They would go more to psychologists or to psychiatric.
Yes.
But now psychotherapy has a beautiful field, and I have many clients, and the beauty about it now, since because the pandemic did the damage to many people, but also did give plenty of opportunity to
Yes.
many other people.
Growth, resources for them to figure out.
So
plenty of stuff.
this academy was started to be thought of since 2018. So my sister and I worked together since 1993.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since 1994, I work with public already,
Yes.
with the breath work, with the mentoring, breathing coaching, and that have to do with your behavior, with your communication, with your relationships, with your if you have like too many options and you don't know what to choose, just to center yourself
Right.
and get the best choice. Supporting people, young people to know what career they want, supporting adult people to change career,
Yes.
supporting people that already finished working, what they're gonna do the rest of their life. So we
Okay.
would knock on their new vision
Yes,
and
well, you've
have
done
a
a
new.
lot of work, a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting, a lot of help. How many people have you helped? would you
I
say?
do dare to tell you thousands.
Okay.
Thousand, because it's not only face to face, and it was also online.
Okay.
Nonetheless, we did the training for many years. In Venezuela, we had a center, my sister and I, and we also belong to different organizations. So we are the representative here of what in Spanish we call La Red Global de Mentores, which is the mentors global network.
Network Global
Yeah.
Network. Okay.
So I'm the ambassador to Cyprus. So
Nice.
we teach and we give the trainings, and they can have their test directly in that Red Global de Mentores in English,
Okay.
or in Portuguese or in Spanish.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, it's open. And we used to have a center also of personal development and companies for business consulting, because we are also business consultants. So
Okay. On
we-
any kind of field or no? More like onto this kind of field, yeah, I will assume.
No. For business, for organizations, could be any kind of field, because we study the business culture and then the values for each company and the people who work for that company, how they, instead of feeling just I work here because I need the money, just to work because they have a vision.
Okay.
So
makes sense,
how
yeah.
to transform that behavior and that thought.
Yeah, would you say that would convert the way of that someone is doing the business to be more of a lifestyle instead of feeling it like work?
I would believe that they will be feeling and working the vision of the company, because now the company also feeds them,
Okay.
and they feed each other, and the production at the end of the day, it's much higher.
Okay, so higher quality and more
Yeah.
fulfillment for the people working.
Because money makes you happy.
Yeah.
But if they give you a lot of money but they don't treat you well and they irrespect you or they are intolerant with you,
It doesn't feel good.
doesn't feel good.
Yes.
So it's not only the matter of they pay me more or less. We always want to have more, welcome, okay? So we also want to have plenty
Yes.
of money
Plenty of money, plenty of
also,
everything.
but also plenty of service and plenty of receiving respect, and to have the co-working development and area together. So
I wanted to ask something on the. So what's transcultural psychotherapy like?
okay,
Transcultural?
transcultural, because at the beginning I told you that I was born in Iraq and grew up in Lebanon, so this is another culture from the Venezuelan culture.
Yes.
And since I studied and worked 8 years in the United States, it's different than the Latin.
Okay.
So it's different culture. So
Okay.
far we have 3 different cultures. So we go transcultural, we go metacultural, more than only the culture. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, most of the time, culture gives us much of the way we are.
Yeah, our identity, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So when we open up not only to I am Cypriot or I am Venezuelan, but I am also open to know more cultures, have more knowledge about other countries, and more now that after the COVID people wanted to travel.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And some issues, some situations that could be problematic could be cultural problem, because I learned it that way and I am taking it to myself. If I open up myself to see how is it in other cultures, I can. So also transcultural,
Okay.
because you can see many couples that
Yes.
are,
Yes.
yeah.
Different cultures.
My
different
husband
stuff, different.
was born in Rhodesia.
Okay.
Nowadays it's Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So he grew up there, he studied there in South Africa. I studied in Latin America.
Yes.
It could be a shock in certain areas.
Yes.
So now you understand transcultural.
Gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. What would you say is that people identify so much with the culture? Like sometimes I speak a lot with people and they're like, oh, I'm proud that I'm Cypriot. But in my head, you cannot really be proud that you're Cypriot. You can be grateful you're Cypriot or whatever culture, but you cannot be proud because you did not achieve that, you know? It's just like you're lucky to be born wherever you were born, somewhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
why
yeah.
do people identify so much with this culture thing, you know?
I would say that every time we work with somebody, every person have their why. If it's because at school they brought them up like this, or because their parents are like this, okay, or their environment is like this.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of Cypriots, not all the Cypriots are
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same, because depend on their parents.
Yeah.
And some people that are not Cypriot, they loved it so much, they are, when you adapt, it's not only adapt, but you take in some of the culture.
Yes.
So in the transcultural psychotherapy, it works very well with couples.
Okay.
Some
Okay, to
women are
understand
from
the other-
Russia and the man is from
They
here.
really want to understand the culture of the other person
Yes.
because they want to improve on the stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so that's their why to be willing to learn and gain from the other culture.
And
Oh,
this is the beauty of also mentoring and psychotherapy, that we don't need to be sick of anything. We just want to be willing to improve something.
Yes, and we
Yeah?
need reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I feel like I wanted to pass a test, and I have done 3 times the test, and I haven't passed it. What's going on? I know the material, I pay for it, I am ready, I study, I read. What's happening? So sometimes a mentoring on students is like this. Sometimes it's mentoring on professionals. I had cases, beautiful cases. The women graduated like 25 years ago, not graduated. She finished her career and she became, she's supposed to come. She wrote books and everything, and she was known by the community. And she came to sessions, she said, I have a secret pain. I said, what is your secret pain? She said, I am famous, but I never had my certificate from the university.
Okay.
I said, do you need it? She said, no, but I want it.
Okay. Yes.
So after 25 years of being a professional in her career,
Yes.
we went back, figured out what she needed to do. She just needed to do her thesis.
Okay.
So she started to do her thesis, finished after, I don't know if it's a year or how long it took her. She invited me to her graduation.
Nice.
So
nice.
it's just she wanted to please herself.
Yes.
She didn't need it to make money. She didn't need it to
Yes.
be known.
But
So-
what was the reason, so if I may ask, what was the reason that she wanted or she needed to finish her thesis?
It's for her to feel complete. Not everybody is in that, but in her case was there.
Okay. Do you know why? Out of curiosity, like why did she want to feel complete?
Yeah, because she had everything she could do, but this is the only thing she hasn't done.
Okay, but no deeper whys as to that?
Yeah, is the self, is to complete the self, because it's easy for her to buy apartments. She had apartments. She was helping her parents with money. She had car. She had children. She had a couple. She had work. She had books.
She got all of the stuff she could
She
get
had
from
everything.
that, but within she was like, oh, I'm
But
missing
inside, she wanted also to complete her circle,
Yes.
and it was important for her to get it. So mentoring, mentoring her, and supporting and mentoring and being there, accompanying, she was feeling plenty. She was feeling in her gratitude of that.
Yes.
So you never know, every person maybe something is missing. And if anything is missing and they want to do a little transformation, or maybe they want to inspire others, you don't need to do anything more in you.
Yeah.
But if you still exist, it means that it's your turn to pass that information, to share your knowledge, your state of mind.
Yeah.
How did you arrive to that state?
So most of us, or most people, a lot of people, let's say, like maybe they feel that there's something more, like that they want to do, you know, or something they could do, or something, or a transformation. Maybe there's something they feel, but yet they don't do the action or the thing, you know.
Yes.
Also, there's so many choices to do action. Some people, they try different life coaching, different things, yoga, psychotherapy. It's like, would you say there's one method that is like, or a few methods that's like, oh, these, they target most people, that it would like, take the situation, guide them where they should, where they want it is?
I wouldn't say there is one method that fits everybody.
Okay.
Because every person needs a way, because every case is different, every situation, every thought. Nonetheless, I would give a holistic approach.
Okay.
When it's a holistic approach, meaning I don't only work with your thoughts, but I also work with your emotions, and and work with your expression, and work with your behavior. So the holism, what is it? The holism is what I think, what I feel, what I do, what I express.
Okay.
So
Yes.
also we can say it's like in my case, I consider myself holistic because I work with the thoughts, I work with the emotions, but I also work with your body and with the breath, because there are certain areas in us that we cannot reach with words.
Okay, yes, it's true. It makes
Certain
sense.
areas we cannot reach with emotion,
Okay.
but the breath reaches every little molecule, every little cell, and we are new. In certain organs, they reproduce much quicker than other organs, okay? And we say, I don't say it because I didn't do the experiment personally, but many doctors I read, they did. And for example, Deepak Chopra or Bruce Lipton, that is biologist, and many other scientists that are also in our world of personal development, they have proved that every 7 years we are new. So tell me, why, if I am new every 7 years, I have to have the same problems, 14, 28, 42, why?
No, it's the mind, no? The body changes, but it's the mind, the consciousness that
And
we need to connect the dots.
Exactly. So here comes the holism. We do the thoughts, but in my case, in our academy's case, we do also the breathing. So in this great academy, we have created something, it's called the 4 great B's.
Okay.
For example,
The 4 great
B's, B, as a B.
B-double-E?
No, a B as an AB.
Ah,
B.
okay, yes. Okay.
Why B? Why 4? Because in every session online, we wanted to nurture the brain
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
The breath,
Yes.
the belief,
Be
belief,
belief. Okay. Yes.
and
Yes.
the body.
Brain, breath, belief, body. Okay. I like it.
The four great B's.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
So in every session, the students, the participants, the clients, will take home with them a practice for the brain, for the belief, for the breath, and for the body.
Okay.
And that will make a difference. Like for example, we've been talking,
Yes.
and every time you have the word, consciously I am breathing.
Yes. Okay. Well, I didn't get it. I didn't get how do you.
When you are speaking,
Yeah.
okay, because we breathe automatically.
Yeah. Yes.
But because I work with breath work, I want to be conscious of my breath.
Okay. Okay. So you say that breathing makes you be more conscious. You want to do this, and it's like that's why you're like at this level. Yes.
I'm connected.
Okay.
I'm connected with you because I also am connected to myself and connecting my inhale and the exhale.
Okay.
We
and
can
you also
do.
keep the mind as well more conscious when you do that, no?
Yes, because
okay.
you're very present. Everything's going on, could be very distractful,
Okay.
but
Okay.
we are very focused.
Are you? So would you say that that increases your awareness of this, and
Yes.
also you are aware of that, but you kind of block it? The
I
surrounding
don't need
with
to
you?
block it.
Okay.
It's
just
part. I hear it now. I can describe you.
Okay. Yes.
The child is, and the other one, the voice, and that accent somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awareness. We don't have to make, okay? But
Yeah.
when we are connecting our breath and we are present, that gets us more whack. Yeah? But I don't allow that whack, whack. I said, oh, what's going on to the child? Oh my God, what they're doing to
Yes.
him. No.
It's a superpower. It's a superpower. How long will it take me to get there? Because I'm not that conscious of my breathing. So let's
Okay.
say I want to
Let's do one
some
exercise,
Oh, fuck.
and then
okay.
you can be with it.
Okay.
And also for the people who are watching and who are listening, and I hope they're with us. I don't know how long we've been talking. Nonetheless,
Yes.
it's you can pause and then do it later.
Okay.
We can call it the 20 connected breaths.
20 connected breath.
And how we're gonna do it? We are going to do 4 inhales and exhales, normal but conscious.
Okay.
And the 5th one, we're gonna do it deep.
Okay.
So that will make the first 5, and then do another 5, 15, another 5, 20 would be finished.
Okay.
So if
the
it's,
same, yeah? Like 4 of the normal?
yes.
And then, okay.
So I can put my hand here maybe, so whoever is looking, you don't need to.
Okay,
Because
okay.
this breathing we can do anywhere and no one will notice it.
Okay.
So you can be conscious. But because it's the first time you do it, I want to guide a little bit
Okay.
to
Okay.
make it
Yes.
as a
guide me.
teaching,
Okay. I like it.
and then you do it without just
Okay.
yourself.
Thank
So
you.
we can start
Yes.
through the nose. Second. Again, short. One more set. And now you breathe normal. And you just can tell me, what do you feel?
Yeah, I feel calm, peaceful, a bit more aware of the stuff. I don't know how to describe it though, but something. It's not like, oh, I can know exactly what's happening, but it's like, yeah, there's something a bit more like,
Yes.
some more kind of presence in some ways.
Yeah.
Be
Isn't it
weird.
lovely?
Yes.
And it's
yes.
only 20 connected breaths. How long it took? 2 minutes?
Yes. Yes.
3 minutes?
Yes.
If you are short in time, you can do only one set or two
Okay.
sets.
I also felt a bit my thoughts, like we're doing eye contact, but not too many thoughts, like very, very subtle. It's like just a little bit like, is it weird? Like weird? But it didn't even come out, you know? It was like, but then it's like, yeah, breathing.
Yeah. And this
And you guided me extremely well. I really loved it.
thank you. I like that because another benefit of this exercise is like we have non-stop thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah, the professionals say that we have 50,000 thoughts to 300,000 thoughts per day. I don't know how many, if it's real
Yes,
or
yes,
not.
I haven't done it.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
But you
We
are.
have a lot.
But we have a lot.
Yes.
When
Plenty.
Plenty of thoughts. You love the word plenty.
I like.
Sometimes on a buffet, they say, would you like some more? No, this is plenty.
Yeah.
Enough, thank you, plenty of it.
So you use it to also limit where like you
Yes.
want to. Okay.
We sometimes it's like, wow,
Yes.
so delicious stuff, we have to know where to stop.
Yes.
Going back to the breathing, when we're doing this breath, we are so focused on the inhale, exhale, that the brain and the mind, they're free to think whatever they want to think.
Yes.
And they don't stop you because you are already putting your awareness into the connection. Did you notice there is no pause between the inhale and the exhale? Now, I am not saying that we need to breathe like this. No, we need to breathe like this in this exercise.
Yes, when we do the thing. Okay.
Not in the day life.
Yeah.
Day life, we have different kind
But
of
you do
breath.
it kind of. Not in this way, but you do conscious
I
breathing.
do conscious,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
not always connected,
Okay.
because sometimes I want to inhale and I want to retain and I want to exhale. But the exercise we did together, it's called 20 conscious connected. No
Conscious
pause.
Connected.
Yeah.
Okay. Four simple, four short, and one long.
One deep,
Okay.
one long. So this, if we do it in the morning and at night, also benefits our lungs, because sometimes situation make us breathe the way the situation is. If I'm in an accident, my breathing goes anxious.
Yes.
But it's opposite. In an accident, I need to be calm to understand what's happening.
Yes.
So if I am, what did
On
I
a
say?
daily basis, stressed.
Yeah, if I'm stressed in that situation, I might miss some information. So of course, it's my right to be stressed because there was an accident in the car and
Yes.
it's not under my control. But as soon as I see that everyone is okay, there's no blood, there's no death, so let me take it easy now and take numbers and give my number and call the insurance and call the police and, you know, I don't have to be anguished all the way through.
Yes.
I am anguished because of the impact. But the impact finished.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
am I still hooked with the
Yes. Is the thought still firing up, kind of, no? Like quite often.
yeah.
Yes.
So I don't like impacts in that,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Accident. They haven't happened like this,
That's
but
good.
it's an accident
What they
that
say.
happened long time ago, and I said, that's interesting.
Yes.
Let me see how the body behaves.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa. If we lose a very dear friend, that happened a week ago. Yesterday was the funeral, or the day before. I couldn't breathe myself because of the pain of losing this friend physically. Okay?
It affected, yeah, your
It
physical.
affected me. She was a friend, but a very hard sister. So at some point I needed to breathe, and then we needed to change a little bit and talk about something and go back to that. So the impression has to be, and then we need to transform it, because they were children. We cannot be all the time crying. They would be very impressed negatively.
Yes, yes.
So
we
we cry.
inspired them in the wrong ways.
Yes. So it's okay to cry, but it's okay also to remember good times and smile. because we live beautiful times together. So there are so many situations that take us out of our balance. It's okay, it's normal, we are alive. But as soon as we can become conscious again, we can go to a certain balance and continue dealing with the situation. You can call me anytime for session.
Okay. I need to provide as well. So I will. Let's see. We talk about share like my expertise from myself later. Maybe there's something, you know.
Yes.
Because instead of money, I would prefer to bring something as my expertise, you know.
That's
because money comes and goes.
We make it, and we invest it.
Yes.
Yeah. We can give it. We can donate it. We can spend it. We can invest it. We can.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful product of our energy also. When you put time in a company, they pay you with this kind of energy, which is lovely to have plenty of that energy.
Yes.
Because it's so nice to be here and cooperate with every product and every person that's selling. So we buy things from them, and they produce all these healthy things. It's lovely to have them. So if we say money is not important, and all these people are waiting to be selling something, so I don't have it to give them joy and to give them work. So we all need to cooperate with each other. I make it, I invest it, they make the product, it makes my body well.
Value. Yes, it's giving value, and then everyone gets
so
value.
So how do you feel, my podcaster?
Yeah, it's good. I really enjoyed the breathing thing, and also the stuff you shared. It makes me realize, remember again the awareness stuff. You know, like I had my own experiences through psychedelics. You know,
I see.
And I felt something similar to what you took me through, kind of, and how you described and how you.
With your own chemicals inside.
Yes. No, but it wasn't at the level of the psychedelics.
No, because we did a very safe one.
But if we do like more deeper, like now I understand a bit more the Wim Hof stuff, the cold baths and things, you know. So it was a very enlightening, let's say, but not enlightening in that form. Just like a good understanding, and
we can talk a lot in your podcast in the future, if you wish, about birth itself.
Okay.
We can talk about death, because I'm also a POA practitioner. I accompany people to well die.
Okay.
And the family to be centered, and we can talk about, relationship.
Yes. Okay. We pick up a lot.
You have a lot of.
Yes. I love. You are very broad. You have plenty of
information and experiences.
Where will people find you? Like for your website?
Right now you can do www.academy.co, and if you need to, you can go info@gritacademy.co. Or simply Layla Edward. In Facebook is Layla Edward. In LinkedIn is Layla Edward. In Instagram is Layla Edward. In life is Layla Edward.
It's good.
Kiki, yeah?
Kiki, yes.
Oh, so nice to
Layla,
meet you.
It was great. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. First
Breathe.
Podcast. Breathe. The birth of the podcast.